Hi, I'm Anne-Marie from brambleberry.com and soapqueen.com. Today, I have a little bit of a different project to show you. I get asked all the time how to make bath truffles. What's a bath truffle, you ask? Well, it's a little bit like a bath fizzy with a bath melt and a little bit of a bubble bath thrown in. I have two versions to show you today. One is an all-natural one, and one uses sodium lauryl sulfate to get lots and lots and lots of bubbles in your tub. These recipes are super simple, and there are lots of ways that you can customize them to make your own treat at home. So get creative, get wild with the herbs and additives. The base is 1 cup baking soda, 1/2 cup citric acid, and 1/2 cup SLS. Sodium lauryl sulfate is a fine powder and it can irritate some noses. So if you're one of those people, make sure to wear a mask when working with SLS. Once you've added your dry powders, just start breaking up the clumps. Clumps don't mix into the final mixture very well, so we don't want clumps, so just break them up with your hands. A word of warning, if you are wearing nail polish, this mixture totally takes off nail polish. It kind of acts like a little bit of a sandpaper, so if you're worried about it, just put on some gloves. Melt 2 ounces of cocoa butter and 1 ounce of shea butter in 30-second bursts in the microwave. Now to this oil mixture, we're going to be adding our fragrance oil mixture. I've created a custom one just for this. It smells so good, so much like a cookie. 0.2 ounces of vanilla select, 0.1 ounce of dark rich chocolate, 1/2 ounce of vanilla bean fragrance oil, and 0.2 ounces of buttercream and Snickerdoodle fragrance oil. And these fragrance oils are all from brambleberry.com. But if you don't have these ones on hand, of course, any skin-safe fragrance oil will work for this. If you're not using this blend, just remember it's about 1 ounce total of fragrance. Mix the fragrance oil into your melted oils. Mix the oil in with a spoon. The melted oils are extremely hot at first. Once most of it's mixed in, just get in there with your hands. This feels a little bit like cookie dough, and it smells like cookie dough too. Oh my goodness, yum. Now that it's a cookie dough-like consistency, take it and just roll it into balls. Here I'm going to flatten this out a little bit with my palm of my hand. I guess it kind of looks more like a bath cookie here. And I'm going to press some salt into the top of it. That looks so cute. I wonder what it would look like with small salt. Let's check that out. This is called Bath Truffle though, so let's make these a little bit rounder and make them actually look like truffles. I just love the Himalayan pink sea salt. It looks so delicate and sophisticated, but remember, you can really put any herb that's skin safe that you want into these. As you can see, I've made several different kinds. Feel free to experiment with shapes and sizes that you like. I'm betting you could use cookie cutters for these, for example. Whatever you make though, these work best when you put them in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. Once you've got these all done, pop them in the fridge, wait 30 minutes, and they're ready to use. Now, if you want to make this into an all-natural product, I've designed a recipe just for you. It's very similar to the other one, except instead of sodium lauryl sulfate, we use Kaolin Clay. Kaolin is a wonderful skin softening additive. It feels great in the tub, really silky. Just like before, start with the dry ingredients. 1 cup baking soda, 1/2 cup citric acid, and 1/2 cup Kaolin Clay. Mix all these together, work out the clumps. Notice the Kaolin Clay gives us kind of a more chalky, natural look. Once all your clumps have been worked in, melt 2 ounces of cocoa butter and 1 ounce of shea butter in the microwave on short 30-second bursts. Just like the last recipe where we used 1 ounce of fragrance oil, in this case we're going to be using 1 ounce of lavender essential oil from brambleberry.com. This is the 40-42 blend, so it smells bright and clean and herbaceous all the time. Mix the lavender essential oil directly into your hot oils with a spoon. And then pour this mixture into your dry mixture, stirring with a spoon. Remember, those oils are really warm and they can burn your hands. Now that it's mostly mixed in, get your hands in there. And again, this takes off nail polish, so if you want your nails to look great, put on some gloves. Squish it all together until it's a cookie dough-like consistency. The great thing about this recipe is you can mold it into individual molds. Here I have the 9-cavity guest mold from brambleberry.com. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of lavender buds in the bottom and then just start heaping it in. There you go. Oops, a little bit much. All right. And smooth out the backs and just keep pressing that mixture in. The clay really gives some serious strength to this mixture so it holds really nicely. And I have enough for all 9 cavities and a little bit left over. So you can make bath cookies again or some bath truffle shapes. Let's make a bath cookie and put some lavender buds on the top. Oh, that looks so nice. I'm really happy with how that looks. Put these in the fridge for at least 30 minutes to let them harden up fully before using them. You ready to see this in action? All right, here we go. First, let's try the sodium lauryl sulfate one. This is the one that has SLS in it that adds to its foaming ability. The key with these is they're a little bit hard, so if you just toss this in the bath, well, it'll eventually melt and eventually fizz a little bit, but it's not a very impressive melty fizz. So crumble this directly underneath the running water in the bath and watch it go. Wow, that is some insane bubbling fizz. Of course, this is in a fairly small container. In your tub at home, you probably won't get quite that impressive amount of bubbles. All right, let's try the Kaolin Clay one. Since this is a fairly hard recipe as well, make sure to crumble it underneath running bath water. We recommend about 3 ounces worth of your bath truffle, your bath cookie, however you want to call it. So in this case, it would literally be about 3 of these full into your tub. Wow, it's beautiful. It's so effervescent. Since there's no foam covering it, you can really see the sparkle and pop. One note about using bath truffles in your tub or your customer's tub. They make your tub slippery. If it were me and I was selling these, I'd definitely have some sort of little warning in there about how the tub is going to be slippery, so be careful getting out of the tub. But the same slippery that's on the tub, it's all over your skin and feels so luxurious and so wonderful. Your skin is going to feel silky smooth after using either of these recipes. Thanks so much for joining me on today's episode of Soap Queen TV. Until next time, happy soaping!